What's going on, guys? We are live once again, where we come to you weekly, talk about some things that we're dealing with or have dealt with. We're on a journey of achieving our goals and dreams in hopes to inspire someone to actually start their journey, as well as motivate those who already have. For those of you who don't know, my name is Jeremiah Dace, and I'm joined with the lovely and amazing Xavier Prelo. How we doing, Zay?
Hey, everybody. We are great. Great. How you doing, Jay? We so great.
Super
so
dope.
great.
Let me adjust. Let me adjust
Please,
real
yes,
quick.
please.
It's just I don't know what's going on with the cam.
I don't know,
what's
y'all.
going on either. But anyway, moving right along, guys. Of course, we got a phenomenal show lined up for you. But before we get into that, we got to hit you with a weekly catch up. So what are you doing?
Oh, it told me. Okay. So, man, y'all.
How was your week, man?
This week was awesome. So many great things are happening. And I just wanted to say two things. Just start to show off strong. I feel like if your life is boring, it's your fault. It is your fault. I'm telling you.
Start the show off strong. But,
No.
You know what I mean? It's
No,
your
seriously. If you feel like, man, my life is boring, there's nothing happening, it is your fault, because what I realized this week is I was just like, man, so many things were happening, coming to me left and right, and I'm just like, wow, like, my life is so fun. Like, it's so entertaining, and, like, not even, like, you know. So, if you want to change, if you want a different life, you need to go out and change your life. You know what I mean? Create your own life, and I'm telling you, things will start happening for you. And I also, another thing that was like, wow, this week, it was opportunities. So they don't come when you want them. They come whenever you're ready for them. And I will say that a no isn't a no. It's just a not right now. I mean, like earlier this year, I was working on things and they weren't coming when I wanted them to come, and now they're coming. And I just want to say, you know, so if you're going through a season or, you know, something's not, you know, what you want in that moment, just give it time. Let the universe do its thing. And it'll happen. It'll happen whenever you're ready for it. Not when you think you're ready, whenever you are ready for it. So, how was your week, Jay?
Okay. My week was splendid. No, it was
Splendid. Not super fantastic.
I mean, like, I think, are they synonymous?
Oh.
They can be interchangeable, right? Anyway,
Yeah.
no, it was a great week. It was a great week. Just like like you said, I guess really just like certain things just really coming into my life, and stuff starting to move. I remember I was talking to my girlfriend Kristen, and I was like, babe, this is scary. Like, you know what I mean? Like, It's like for real, like, I know I've been talking about it. I know I've been really putting in the effort and putting the work towards it. But the way things are just like flowing, it's like, oh my gosh, is this really happening?
Right.
But that goes back to, you know, going back to like one of our previous shows, asking for something and not being ready to receive it. Not that I'm not ready. And, you know, in no way am I saying that. It's just that, wow, it's just like, it's kind of like a reality check. Like, yo, like, what I want, I can really get. Like, this is really possible. You know what I mean? It's one thing to believe it's possible, but when you actually see evidence, you know, when you actually see proof, it's a whole nother ballgame. So I'm definitely just grateful for all the things that's been going on in my life, and just moving forward. I ran a 5K.
Yes.
My first ever 5K this past Saturday. It was dope. It was dope. There was a mudslide in Sierra Leone, guys, back in August, and like I said in my post, if you saw it, it impacted like hundreds. Like hundreds actually died. Hundreds actually lost their lives, but it impacted thousands in Sierra Leone. So definitely, like, yo, just once again, there's so much going on in today's world right now. So much going on. There's hurricanes in Mexico. There's not hurricanes, earthquakes in Mexico. There's hurricanes, you know, in the islands and everything. So it's just like, yo, there's so much going on. But if we give where and when we can, I promise you we'll see the change we desire to see. So, like, give where and when you can, guys. And it doesn't have to be financial giving. It could be emotional. You know what I mean? It could be physical support. It could be, you know, simply, you know, having a simple thought for that individual, or you know, a prayer, if you will, for the individual. So just give where and when you can. And, you know, like, let's change the world together. Like, literally, let's change the world together. But I got a medal.
He's so proud.
Oh, my God. I got a
so
medal.
Proud.
I didn't even know you got medals. You know what I mean? But when I finished, I crossed the line. And they was like, here you go. They put it on my head. I was just like, yes. Yes. I did this. You know what I mean? But it was dope.
So shout out to Safia. Yeah,
shout out to Safia. Shout out to Share Heart in Africa. .org if you want to get involved. ShareHeartInAfrica.org, guys. It was phenomenal people just doing some phenomenal things. But before we get too far into the show, I definitely want to say I want to ask a question because Zay came for me. Was on the phone call. Was on our conference call. I think it was Wednesday, and she was at Walmart. She was at the checkout line, right? And I was like, you still go through the checkout line? Like, you know, I mean, what are you doing? She was like, oh yeah, why? I was like, self checkout's where it's at. And she was like, oh, I guess I didn't know. I was like, and here's the kicker. I was like, I guess you got to check it out for yourself. Yo, I thought that was the funniest thing ever. And what did you say?
You so whack. But the fact that you even had to just prep them, and here's the kicker, like, you whack. Like, I don't think it's funny, but he swear that's the funniest joke. He had to explain it to me. I still don't get it. But
how do you not get that?
I see what you're saying, but it's not funny.
Self-checkout is where it's at. Oh, I guess you got to check it out for yourself. No. Nothing.
He's not
moving
funny.
Right along. I thought it was the funniest thing ever.
And he was so weak. I'm like, Jay, like
if that's not comedy, you know what I mean? Okay, moving right along, guys.
I like when you do motivation.
Stay in your lane, huh? Stay in your lane. Anyway.
Exactly, Tori. Tori just said he said his joke at work, and no one laughed because it's not funny. But
what did y'all say at work, Tori? What did you say at work? Because I told them what you said, and she was like, "Oh, she wrong for calling me whack."
Yeah, you ain't had to tell everybody that. Now I just gotta say he whack because everybody know. But you ain't had to tell them I was that harsh. But you just want to make your joke better.
It was funny.
His joke is whack.
Look, shout out Kristen.
She got to because nobody else agreed to. That's like girlfriend code, so she got to. It's okay. So we know it's that fact. She's like, but whatever.
Moving right along, man. All right. Anyway. But yeah, guys. On this episode, we want to hit on there is no there. Mm-hmm. Right. We was having a conversation with Safia last week, and how she was talking about the journey. She was talking about the process of getting to where she wanted to go, and she actually made that statement. And I think at the same time, me and Zay kind of looked at each other like, yep, that's, you know what I mean? That's definitely of vital importance. We got to hit on that. So there is no there. So what is that? And it was crazy. And I think that's what, like, I really enjoy the fact that we have that there's two of us, if you will, of course. But anyway.
Sometimes it takes two or more people.
Yeah, there you go.
To figure out what's in your head.
But no, like there's two different perspectives. You know, like they came from like synonymous, but her approach was different than mine. Right? So I'll let you go ahead and hit yours first because I thought it was really powerful.
Well, I will say to expound a little bit on Safia, because we were talking about, of course, about the journey, and then she was saying her idea, you know, with the whole organization to help raise funds for people back in Sierra Leone. It took her 8 years, so she had the thought in 2000, and it didn't really happen until 2008. And so she was telling us a story, and then she was like, "Yeah, there is no there," and I'm like, ah. And we always kind of say it, but to hear it,
we hit on it.
Yeah, it's just like
we danced around it, but that was like it right there, like.
Yeah, so for me, I think whenever it just kind of confirmed everything. You know, I have a vision. You got to have a vision to go after your goals and dreams for your future, period. And what I'm learning is I have to already be that person. I can't wait until I get there to become that person. You're not gonna be that person like today, but if you put it in your posture. We talked about posture last week. You do.
Look at her, y'all. She's feeling herself.
you carry that in your demeanor. It's gonna happen, and you'll become that person. And with that being said, it's just, oh my God. Like, okay, let me side note real quick, y'all. Even in this moment, like I'm having like some wild moments. But okay.
Yo, go ahead and hit the status you put up. The don't be then.
Oh, yeah. Awesome. So, don't be then, be now. Because a lot of people always say, oh, well, whenever I get this, then. Whenever I become this, then. If you start doing those things now, even what Jay and I, we talked about a little bit earlier, we started what we're doing, we started for me, at least 2 years ago, we've been started. We been planted the seed, but now we're beginning to reap those benefits. So you reap what you sow. But a lot of people, they think, well, the reason why I'm not gonna eat healthy now, I gotta wait till I lose weight to eat healthy. It's just like the logic is all wrong. So don't think about, oh well, when I get there, then I can do this. You have to do it now. Be now, and then everything will start happening. And so that was just kind of my perspective of it. Of really just. I'm just y'all.
Yeah, it goes back to like people say all the time, like, oh, if I can see it, I can believe it. And instead of saying that, really flip those around, because if you can believe it, you can see it.
Wow.
Like it's
yes. And that's so true, y'all.
And it's so powerful. If you once you believe it, once you make it up in your mind, it's just a matter of time. And that's literally all it is. It's just a matter of time. It's not about if it's going to happen. It's about when at that point. Because it's so really. Don't be then. Don't like, oh, when I get the new car, that's when I'll act a certain way. When I get the job, that's when I'll start trying to save money. When I do, don't be then, be now.
Yes.
So whatever it is you want to do it now. Start now, live it now, and experience the victory,
as you go along. And I will say, you got to have unwavering faith and unwavering belief. I'm telling you, my faith and my belief, not only in my spirituality, but also in myself, and just everything, universe and everything, people around me, just really believing is so much stronger than it was yesterday. Like, if you just wait and be patient and listen to the universe, y'all, or your God, everybody you all have your own spirituality, but when you really just sit back and listen and believe, like, just don't worry about the how, and just do and just believe, y'all. I can't. Definitely. There's no other word. But when you start to believe, like for real, when you really start to believe, then you'll be like, dang, I thought I believed before. It's like different levels.
Definitely. And it really is, and like really start believing where you are. Yes. Like, you don't necessarily have to have the belief that, oh, if I go walk on water, then I can go walk on water. You don't have to believe that. You know what I mean? Like, that's like light years away belief. You know what I mean? That's a whole other belief system. But you can start believing that, I can hit that goal today. Whatever that daily goal is, I can hit that goal today. And then you take that same belief into tomorrow. And then you take that same belief into the next day. And then before you know it, you start telling yourself, I can go 7 days. We're doing that thing consistently. I can go, you take that and you go, I can go a whole month. Whatever the case may be, just start believing where you are. You know what I mean? You can aspire to have those great beliefs, but like, definitely the unwavering belief, unwavering faith, and knowing that at the end of the day, it's all on you.
Yes. I'm gonna swing it your way, but yes. So Jay, what was your perspective of there is no there?
For me, it was like, there is no there in the sense of the journey. It's about the journey. It's not about getting there. It's not about for I don't know if y'all like Miley Cyrus or not, but her song, it's all about the climb.
Oh yeah.
I love it. You know what I mean? It's just the message behind it, because that's what it's really all about. It's not about how fast I get there. You know what I mean? It's not about what's waiting on the other side. It's literally the climb.
Yes.
Because who you come in the process. Things, the knowledge you gain, the wisdom you obtain, the friendships you make, the friendships you lose. You know what I mean?
Yes.
The mindset, the physicality you gain, the mindset that you obtain, acquire, is only achieved through the process.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like you don't go from coal to diamond. There's no, it's not void there. There's something there. And a lot of people don't want that something. They want coal diamond. You know what I mean? That's what they want. But there is an intense process that takes place. But what the phenomenal thing about after you get to that diamond stage, it's a wrap. You're a diamond for the rest of your life, because it can't be broken.
Yes. And to even, dang.
Yes, Carol. Miley Cyrus. I heard her, and that was a nice song. I thought it was a nice song. You should listen to it. But what were you about to say?
So the process, because sometimes we just say stuff because we hear it around us, like, oh, I want to be a millionaire, right? Or I want to be, this type of person. But you have to. So you say that out, and you get it out, you pray about it, whatever. But there's steps to get there. So if you really don't want those steps, if you really don't want to go through those steps, because the universe, it's going to give you what you ask for. But if you're not willing to go through the process or the journey to get there, then that means you don't really want it. And then also, you may be saying something just because you feel like that's what you're supposed to say because of what society teaches us. But it may not be in line with your person or with who you are. But you're just saying it just to impress the people around you. And there's no connection there. So you might be, oh yeah, I want to be a millionaire, but you don't do what millionaires do, or you don't even try to learn what millionaires do. So their way.
No, I like it.
No, you just did me how I do you.
With the, you're right. But that would be like you say you want to be a millionaire, but you don't do what millionaires do.
Or you don't even like try to pick somebody and like try to mimic. I mean, of course you're gonna fall along the way, y'all. I have setbacks sometimes, not every day, but a lot of days. But people say, oh, I want to do this just to sound cool and just to, or one example, when you ask most people why they're in school, they don't know. They just in school because they feel like that's the next step, but they don't have any vision. They don't know why they're doing it. They just in school because after you graduate high school, you're supposed to go to college. You're supposed to get in a lot of debt. You're supposed to get a job.
It's something to say so people don't say, well, what are you doing with your life? Well, I'm in college. It's like, oh, good for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a filler.
Yeah,
you know
but good and doing well is not within you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not doing it with the purpose. And so,
definitely.
Wow. So that's why whenever you ask for something, you need to have a vision. You need to figure out who you are and what you want. But the catch to that is you won't really figure that out until you start going through it.
You can have an idea, but the idea is it's like you can have a block of clay, but the clay is molded and shipped and formed through the process.
Yes, and through the process, through your journey, you'll also figure out. Because I'm telling y'all, every day, like my belief gets stronger. I found out more and more who I am. There are certain situations, how I react to situations today. I may not act. I wouldn't have acted how I was yesterday or the day before or last week. So the more you just stay consistent and keep going, you'll be like, wow, like you'll feel yourself changing.
And what's crazy, guys, like just to continue to hit on the process and the importance of it. A lot of times we say things or we hear things, people say stuff like, it just seemed like it happened overnight. Or like, I remember I had a conversation with my dad, and he was telling me how he really wants to, lose some weight and get into a healthier state. And he was saying how his, believe it, I love it, Unc, I love it. I'm gonna come right back to you. Let me finish what I was saying real quick. But he was saying that, he said that it seems like he's a minister. He was saying it seems like God just really changed my eating habits overnight. And I was just listening to him talk, and I was like, Pop, for real, it may seem like it happened overnight, but I don't really think that it happened overnight. Because you've been praying about it for the past, 3-5 years. You've really been thinking about it. It's been on the forefront of your brain for the past 3-5 years. You know what I mean? You've been reading books. You've been looking at different ways to do it. You've been, diligently seeking it for the past 3-5 years. So that was the process of getting to this point. So you didn't just start. It didn't just happen. You didn't go to sleep Sunday night and wake up Monday morning and things just changed. Like, no, that Sunday night was the final point, and God looked at it and said, okay, now you're ready for it. He didn't give it to you before then. He gave it to you, like you said, when you were ready to receive it, and then boom, next thing you know, your eating habits change. So, guys, it's a process in everything, and it's not just wake up one morning and it's done. Like, it's a process.
And I'm sorry. I cut you off too quick. I thought I was coming in at the perfect time. You finished?
No, okay. You're good. Go ahead.
No, but like just to kind of give people a visual of what you just said. So, like for instance, you said your uncle, he put the thought out there.
No, that was my pop.
Oh, your pop. He put the thought out there about 4 or 5 years ago, right? And in that process, he focused on it, and he had an image of, okay, boom, I want to lose weight, I want to look like this, I want to eat like this, right? And throughout that process, throughout that journey, he was focused, and he was preparing himself. Definitely. He was looking it up. You know what I mean? And over time, whenever, he focuses on it so much, he put it so much. I'm pretty sure, like, there were days where he probably ate like crap and he probably put himself down, talked back. But, he kept being consistent. He kept going, like, boom, this is what I really, really want. I'm pretty sure he was praying along the way, meditating, whatever it was. You gotta do. Then now, the universe was like, boom, okay, you passed the test. You are ready for what you asked for, so here you go.
It's like right? you said, exactly. Like, it goes back to the unwavering faith. Like you said, like, in spite of what he was going through the process, he continued to have this vision, continued to have this belief that one day You know what I mean? One day it's going to be my day. You know what I mean? One day it's going to happen. And he continued with that belief, with that faith in mind, and he continued to press in spite of the hurdles, in spite of the medical conditions, in spite of, you know what I mean, the obstacles, the friends trying to get you to do things. You know what I mean? Like, he continued to press, and one day happened. But
with that belief, action. Exactly. I mean, I'm pretty sure there were days.
That's what I'm saying. He continued to press.
Okay.
And that's the action part. Like with that belief, he continued to press.
Because some people, and that was me for a little bit along my journey. I was like, "Ooh, I'm just gonna believe. I'm gonna meditate every night," but I wasn't doing nothing. I was just believing. But I'm telling you, you have to. Action is everything. Action is everything.
Definitely.
Wow. And then also, I'm pretty sure I said this before. Maybe it was just me and you talking. Janae Aiko, that's my girl. So she got the song. It's called The Way. And pretty much she was saying, going back to There Is No There. She was saying that, you know, nothing really is. You know, people think, well, I'm going to wait on Monday and I'm going to start doing this. You know what I mean? And there is no there, there is no, she said, I'm trying to remember what she said. I'm trying to remember the lyrics. She said, there's no ending, there's no beginning, there's no real, there's no fake. What else did she say? I don't know. Listen to the song. It's called The Way by Janae Aiko.
But no, like,
but it's definitely one of my motivation songs. I'll just put it on play. And through the song, she always say, you got to keep going. But everything is like relative.
Definitely. Because if we say things like, you know, next year, I'm away on New Year, my New Year's resolution is this. Yo, you don't even know if you're going to get to 2018. Yes. 2018 is not promised to you. You know what I mean? Who are you to think that just because you have these goals, just because you have this desire and this passion, that you're going to get it next year, or that you're going to get it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you have to put forth the effort. You have to put forth the action and earn it. You know what I mean? The world is not just going to give it to you. Like, so you have to earn it. And that's the process, guys. It really is. It's what separates the pretenders from the contenders. You know what I mean? It's what makes people. It's like I always have that analogy. Like, yo, you could tell people, you could tell the universe or tell life what it is you want, and life is going to tell you, yes, okay, you got it. You know, it's yours, and it's going to put it right here, and you're starting right here, and it's going to put everything and anything in your way in front of that obstacle, not to break you, but to make sure you know what you want, to make sure you actually want it. And once you pass all of those tests, it's waiting for you. Yes. You know what I mean? Just like with open arms, you did it. So definitely, guys, there is no there. It's all about what goes on here, not what happens at the end. Yes,
and just to even piggyback off of that, did I really just lose it?
That fast?
I can't believe it left just that quick.
Dang.
Say that again. What you just said?
I guess pigs fly, because you piggybacking off of it, and if all right, nothing. Okay, so I thought it was funny. Once again, I thought that was a good joke. But you get the connection, though.
I get it.
Okay,
but say what you just said, because I lost it, but it was really good. Oh, well, I can't remember what I just was going to say, but I will say even, so to kind of piggyback off of what you said about how people say Monday and next year or whatever. But I was talking to one of my coworkers, and we were talking about something. I can't remember what we were talking about, like goals, and he was like asking me like one of my goals or something, and I was like, man, I don't care. 2017 my year. And he was like, and I didn't even realize I said it. And then he was like, man, you know, that's really inspirational. I'm like, what, my goal? And he was like, no. He was like, the fact that you said 2017 is your year, because the year isn't over. You're right. He said most people just say, oh, 2018 is my year. And I was like, oh, like I didn't even know I said it, but it's a personal development.
We're so quick to chalk up, you know, it's the end of September. We're so quick to chalk up 2017 as a loss. You know,
I'm going.
Or we got, you know, I'll start in January, like January right there. Like, no, tomorrow is also right there. Today is right here.
Because it still goes. When I set my goals, it was in January of this year. Probably December last year, but when I set my goals for 2017, I got to finish out strong, because there's a few goals. It ain't one or two. I got a few more goals that I got to hit, and I'm
like my uncle said, Scripture says, "Make no promise, because tomorrow is another day."
Yes. So
you know what I mean, exactly. Like,
what are you gonna do today? Danny Johnson asked, "What are you gonna do today? Not tomorrow. It can't wait. What are you gonna do today?"
Today, and that, once again, guys, it's all intertwined in the fact that this is a process. It's a journey. There is no like you can have a destination in sight, but it's really about the journey. It's not about what you get. It's about who you become, and who you become is in the process.
Yes.
So you want to get us out of here with that QOD? We're gonna wrap it up, guys.
Yes.
We're about 24 minutes in.
So pretty much what we said, the journey is the destination. The journey along the way is the destination.
It's all about the climb. Miley Cyrus, go check that song out. But no. Anyway, yeah.
So Jay,
shout out,
what's your motivation for us for this week?
Got you. Take this with you through the week, guys, or with your life through your life, through the journey, if you will. No, but I've been getting a lot of compliments on the way I look. Not to be braggadocious or anything like that, but I've lost some weight and I've toned up and I'm looking good. I'm feeling good, right? But what's crazy is for me, I'll look at that and I'm like, I'll say thank you, but it's like for me, I'm like, yo, I'm not where I want to be. I'm like, for real, I'm not where I want to be. I appreciate the compliment and I appreciate you acknowledging my effort and my work, but I'm not where I want to be, so I can't really truly accept that compliment wholeheartedly. But what I realize is how many of us actually take that compliment and say, you know what, you're right, I do look good, or right. I do, like, you shooting for a 4.0, but you got a 3.6. You know what? I do got a 3.6. Thank you. I have been working hard. And we stop. But, but our true passion, our true goal, our true, destination, if you will, was the 4.0. The true destination was to be a certain weight. The true destination was to be at a certain place, but we allow other people's opinions, even if it's positive, other people's visions of us to accept that and settle. And be like, you know what, this is good enough, but you never wanted good enough, but you stopped because you thought that you got the gratification from other people. You got the embracing of other people, but in your heart that good enough was not what you truly set out for when you first started, but you stopped. And I'm telling you right now, look, keep going. If that's not what you wanted, don't stop. Don't stop because your wife told you you look good you look good in that outfit. Don't stop because your husband telling you look good in your dress now. No, but you wanted to be a size 6. Honey, I love you at a size 8. I don't want a size 8. I want a size 6. You know what I mean? So I don't want, so know what you want, and it doesn't matter what other people say. Know what you want and go after it, guys. Go be great.
Yes, that's my brother. Okay. So y'all, we do the show live. We do the show live to remind not only you all but ourselves that every day we are live. There's no edits, no filters, no cutbacks. You got to keep going through all the mistakes, through all the doubts. Just keep going, y'all. So make sure you go out, live your show, and make it phenomenal. See you guys.